Maya Angelou for our family, which will be read at the end. So if I can have you guys' attention, I'm going to hand the mic over to my mom so she can share a few things with you guys.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? Okay. It's good to be here today, and I would like to share some of the things that I was able to attend when I went to Maya Angelou's memorial service. I would like to thank Rhonda and Janice. I know all of you know them. Janice and I had tickets to go to Maya Angelou's service, but my niece Rhonda did not have a ticket. But when Rhonda got there, Rhonda attended both services. She got her tickets. You know how Rhonda is. So I just thank God for it. Rhonda and Janice made the arrangements for me, and they didn't tell me until they had made all the arrangements. So on Wednesday night, Rhonda and Janice, they called me and asked me how was I feeling, and I told them that I felt well. And they said, okay, so we have something that we want you to do. So they made all the arrangements for me to go and attend Maya Angelou's memorial service. In order to go to the service, everything was private. Oprah Winfrey was over the memorial service as well as the repast. The memorial service was held on the college campus where Maya Angelou was a teacher there for 32 years. The dean at the college spoke about Maya as she came in as a teacher and she went out as a dean. Now, she didn't call her dean, but as a leader of the college. He said because when something had to be done at the college, they would consult Maya concerning what they was going to do at the college. So it was quite an experience for us to be able to go there. Also, at her memorial service, I was privileged to be able to see our First Lady, which was really something for me, Mrs. Obama, and I was also able to see President Clinton. You know, security is so bad. You can never get close to these people. You can only see them at a distance. But it was just a wonderful feeling to be able to be in the midst of all. At the memorial service, there was approximately 2,000 people at the memorial service, which was held on the campus. Everything was invitational, and I'm going to show you what you had to have. In order to get in, you had to get a pack, and the pack consisted of these items. You could not get on the parking lot unless you had this pass. You had to have this pass to get on the parking lot. These were the instructions. So I have no pictures. You could take no cameras, nothing, because everyone had to be at a relaxed mode, and this was the request of Maya. She wanted nothing out on the media. So it was completely closed, and this was in your pack when you got it. So if you had a camera, the camera could be confiscated and taken from you. In order to go into the, you see, I want the, okay, go into the memorial service, you had to have a ticket. Now the gold ticket was into the memorial service. This was the only way you could get in. Yes.
Can you explain the symbol on the ticket?
Oh, that was a symbol that was used on that Maya carried. You would notice on a lot of her poems, her papers, everything, you would see this symbol. And it's on the ticket. This was the only souvenir that we were able to bring back because you could take no pictures. This one was to the repast. You had to have this to get into the repast. Once you got into the repast, and when you drive up, you had to have that little green ticket because you couldn't park your car. They parked your car. Yeah, so everything was really private. Also at the repast was one of the greatest experience that I've had. At the repast, it was done by Oprah. Oprah brought her team from Chicago into North Carolina to do the repast. She brought her cooks, her waitress, everyone, her hairdresser, everyone was there. I had a chance to meet Stedman. I had a chance to meet her beautician. I had a chance to meet Oprah. Oprah really had a wonderful time because when she came in, by being no pictures, no cameras, she put on her a skirt, a blouse, some flat shoes, and she enjoyed herself. So it was really nice. And one of the other highlights that I had was I was able to sit down and talk, actually have a conversation with Cicely Tyson. And it was just wonderful. And the wisdom that these people have when you're around them and they're not in the spotlight, they are wonderful to talk with. So that was quite an experience for me. At the repast, it was different groups that came to sing. But the most important thing was she wanted it where people would speak concerning her. So they had the long string music, you know, the music you play with the strings. That was the first part of the repast. Then the middle part, they had jazz. They played a little jazz. But the last part for about an hour, after about an hour and a half, was totally gospel. And the gospel was done by Shirley Caesar, Bobby Jones, B.B. Winan, and B.B. brought his choir with him, and other artists that was there. It was great. It was like you were at church. So it was really great. And Rhonda and Janice, they wouldn't let me do anything. It was great. And I have to tell you about the table. Because when I first went to the table, I said, ooh, all these dishes on the table. I've seen tables set up, but I've never seen a table set up with 3 glasses. It had the small glass, then the next size glass, then the long stem glass. I've never sat at a dinner table with the 3 glasses, so that was quite an experience for me also. Oprah had this place decorated for about 500 people. It was done in black and white. Everything was your silver, your napkin, everything. It was wonderful. And the food consisted of Southern food, which she had a table set up with chicken, then you had one with beef, you had seafood, then you had all your salad tables, and then she had a special salad table that was set up with the seafood that was made with shrimps, grits, and things like that, which was wonderful. I enjoyed all the menu. I almost ate too much. Rhonda kept watching me and made sure that I wouldn't eat too much. And also at my table, I have to tell this too. I sit at a mixed table, and the lady that I sit beside was one of the council persons at, was one of the council persons at North Carolina. And we were talking, she asked me where was I from, and I told her from Compton, California. She says, Compton, California? I said, yes, I was from Compton, California. She said, oh my God, that's where all the rappers come from. I told her, well, you may know, but I don't know because I don't know the rappers. But it was quite funny because she was a Caucasian lady and I really didn't know anything about the rappers. And Rhonda and I also took a trip. We was going to walk. We wanted to go to the mall. We started to the mall, and one of the things that they do not have is sidewalks. You had to walk in the street. We made it, but we had quite a walk. And Rhonda, she took good care of me. Finally, we got to the end. She says, Auntie, I don't think you need to walk back. We better get a cab. So we did. We had to get a cab to get back to the hotel. And I also told the councilwoman that, she asked me what did I like about their town. And I said, well, it's fine, but you need some sidewalks because everyone come here do not have cars. She said, oh, wait just a minute. The mayor is here. I'm going to go tell him that you're saying we don't have sidewalks and we need them. So I don't know whether she did it or not, but it was quite funny that they have no sidewalks to walk on. You walk in the street where the cars are. And that was really the basics of what I attended and the things that I can remember. But I thank God that at my age that I was able to go and attend this service. You know, in your lifetime, you never realize what will come before you leave here. And pretty soon I'll be 84 years old this month. Yes. But I thank God that I had the opportunity to do that. It was a short trip. God took care of me. I was able to go. I never had a pain or a sick moment while I was gone. So I thank God for that. And thank the family. You know, our heritage is very rich because we have a lot of different people, not just Maya Angelou in our family. We have ministers, we have other people, but we just need to study our roots and really know what we have in our family. And then we need to know from our young people what you are doing to help yourself and to keep carrying the heritage on of our family. Because we don't want our family to just be growing up all over the states, different states, and nobody knows what you're doing. We want to know what you're doing. But continue with your education, do what you need to do, and Maya would tell you the same thing. Education is the key. So try and get your education so we'll be able to carry things on as we would like for them to be. Thank you very much, and we have a poem that this poem that he's going to read is one of the poems that Maya Angelou did at one of our family reunions. So who's going to do it? I think I'll be able to give each family a copy, not each person, each family a copy.
Responsibility to make time and dedication and money set aside to make sure you attend these family functions. No excuses allowed. No excuses allowed. You know, this is what it's all about. This is, you know, if it ain't family, I mean, what is it? You know what I mean? So, this poem is titled, The Black Family Pledge. I repeat, The Black Family Pledge. Yeah, that'll work. Because we have forgotten our ancestors, our children no longer give us honor. Because we have lost our path, our ancestors cleared, kneeling in perilous undergrowth, and our children cannot find their way. Sorry about that. Thank you. Because we have banished the God of our ancestors, our children cannot pray. Because the long wails of our ancestors have faded beyond our hearing, our children cannot hear us crying. Because we have abandoned our wisdom of mothering and fathering, our befuddled children give birth to children they neither want nor understand. Because we have forgotten how to live, the adversary is within us, our gates, our holds up the mirrors of the world, shouting, regard the loveless. Therefore we pledge to bind ourselves again to one another, to embrace the lowliest, to keep company with our loneliest, to educate our illiterate, to feed our starving, to clothe our ragged, to do all good things, knowing that we are more than keepers of our brothers and sisters. We are our brothers and sisters. In honor of those who toiled and implored God within the golden tongues, and in the gratitude of the same God who brought us out of hopeless dissolution, we make this pledge. Peace and love, family.
All right, all right.
Thank you, everybody, once again. Is there anybody that would like to have something to say? Anybody? Well, I want to thank everybody for coming. We will be having meetings coming up soon. Please stay in tune with your family website because we are getting ready to go to Vegas. And I would like to see each and every one of you guys in attendance. One other thing I wanted to ask, if there's anybody here that needs assistance with going, if you're having any problems with going, please see somebody because there are people that want to help to keep our family together. But if we don't know you're in need, we can't help you. So please let us know and please try to attend the meetings. Okay, Rhonda has something to say.
Hey, whoa, I don't need the mic like that, huh? I just wanted to say the little story, and you guys know I love my family, and I love the city that I live in, so my encounter with Miss Oprah Winfrey, you know, she didn't know who I was, so she was just a little standoffish, but you know, when I introduce myself, I have a habit of saying, hey, I'm Rhonda Johnson from Compton, California. And she kind of